What's up, YouTube? We in Silhouette Studio. What we're about to do is we're about to take an image um, that I used yesterday on a video that got lost, and we're gonna cut some HTV and put it on some K-frame golf cats made by Otto. All right, so if you see the design is orange. Okay, so what I'm about to do in Silhouette Studio is I'm about to trace this. It's a icon on my right hand side that looks somewhat like a butterfly. So what I need to do is line these designs up perfectly so that they are able to cut four designs on one sheet. We're using the portrait 3 cutter, and in this particular part of the video, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to get 4 on there that way. And I didn't want to do extra work, so I just opened a new document. I could have played around with it. I just didn't feel like doing all that. I opened a new document. I turned it around, and then I just duplicated them side by side. See, there goes one. We're setting that in place. Now we're going to duplicate that one. And we got that one in place. Now we're going to duplicate the next one. And then we're going to have 4 total. After we get that in place, it's a little bit tricky because the design was like not necessarily even. Anyway, we got that one in place. Now we duplicating. So we're going to go over to that butterfly icon, and we hit trace. And now the only thing that we had to do is take that arrow and make a box around the whole design. And then we hit the fill solid button. We turned the transparency up to 100%. Now we're going to our cut settings. The blade depth is 3. The force is 16, and I think the speed is 3. I did it that way because you don't really got to cut HTV that aggressive. And honestly, if you want better cut settings, slow your blade down. All right, at this point, we just send in the vinyl to the cutter so that you see that blue light. That's the Bluetooth just letting it know, but we're using the cord. But it's going to make a series of clicks. Obviously, I did a voiceover so that you can't hear that part because the sound of the machine is very terrible, hates, which is the weeding process. But I definitely wanted to show y'all how I weed. I weed on a mat, and I just used the pick to start it. I'm turning it so that you can actually see it in the light. However, like the Heatpress got this $2,500 weeding light that I always wanted, but I ain't paying $2,500 for no weeding light. I might be tripping. It might be like $1,000. I don't know. I gotta look it up, but I know it's expensive. I know it's like $1,000, $1,500. You already know Heatpress products or Stores products, Heatpresses, all that shit is very expensive. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all, the weeding process or whatever, because it's the part of the process that everybody really hates. Yeah, so everybody, like I said, hate weeding, but basically we at the end, I just pull it with my fingers. I found it to be much more easier than playing around with those tools. However, you could put your vinyl under the heat press and it'll weed dumb easy, you feel me? Like dumb easy, my boy. Like you won't have to do shit, that ass. But yeah, that's one way, or 2 different ways you could do it. All right, so you see me, I'm using the pick right here only because it has like one little letter that's very delicate, and I ain't want to tear the whole transfer and just ruin the whole situation for myself. It would have been a lot more work because the weeding process is a lot. I chopped me weeding up so to make it better for viewing pleasure because, boy, weeding is a pain in the ass. We know that. All right, so after you finish weeding, just always remember to put the plastic back on top. Like I showed y'all, pinch it. Press back the lever, put the head on there. You could, if you want it to fit better, something called a sweatband. Take the sweatband down. Pull the sweatband out like that. That'll even make it better. Pull it, and you can really get it where you want it. I'm sweating profusely. Doing the same thing as the last transfer that we made. We're gonna tape down at least one side. See that tape down one side was enough. Pull it right on up. Pull it back. Just take this like this. Look. See it? No marks. So now you want to pull back the sweatband. Pre-press. Do it again. See, when you press it, you shouldn't really even need tape. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if the hat is hot enough, you just lay it down. And it's just gonna stick. It just should just stick to it, to the vinyl. I mean, to the surface like that. And you really shouldn't even have an issue. See, I'm slick. I'm gonna make you do what I want you to do. It's hard sometimes, but since I don't know, maybe it's just a vinyl. I ain't used to this type of vinyl. Even though it's htvron, I don't buy this specific one. Alright, so I just tape one side, hold my finger, and I never burn myself. Alright, I'm gonna release the sweatband. Now what? This one not like the last one. Perfect. Like that. Press it down. Hit it with the tape. Just so I don't have to go through all that. Alright. Boom. Hit it. And I'm only pressing this for 4 seconds. You gotta know your heat press. And it's only pressing at 267. There you have it. All right, so let me turn it around and show y'all the rest. So look at the details. Let me drop this thing down a little bit so I can hold this like a stick. All right, so look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, we got 6 hats and 8 shirts.